the bread kitchen. This week I'm going to show you how to make these super thin, really crispy and delicious rye crackers. Preheat the oven to 180 fan oven, 200 normal oven. Into a bowl put 100 grams of rye flour, 100 grams of plain or all-purpose flour, a teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of sugar, a teaspoon of dried onion and a teaspoon of garlic powder, and 1.5 teaspoons of caraway seeds. Then mix well. Now add 100 grams of water and 1/4 cup of vegetable oil and mix to a smooth dough. And what you should end up with is a nice moist dough. Then just let this sit for 5 minutes. Now take about half the dough and put it on a sheet of baking paper or parchment paper about the size of a baking tray. Cover with another sheet of baking paper. Then roll out to as thin as possible. When you've rolled the dough nice and thin, peel off the top paper, trim the edges, then cut down through the dough to make the individual crackers. So I've sliced this dough into 12. Transfer the dough and paper to a baking sheet and bake for about 10 to 12 minutes. When they come out of the oven, transfer to a wire rack and allow to cool. Meanwhile, roll out the rest of the dough. One of the cool things about this dough is really the thickness that you can roll it to is determined by the thickness of the caraway seeds. So just roll it as thin as you can. Now I should warn you that these thins are really thin. Go crack and are absolutely delicious. These are really great with things like smoked salmon or cottage cheese and go very well as dips into guacamole or salsa or anything you like really. Now you can store them in an airtight box for a couple of weeks, but to be honest, once you start eating them, I don't think they'll last that long. I hope you enjoy making your lovely thin and delicious rye crackers, and do join me next time in the bread kitchen.